Pangea. Y nosotros, desde el 2013, hemos vuelto a unir al mundo. Somos PangeaFM.com. Aquí estamos haciendo radio.
Bienvenidos, amigas y amigos, a su programa de RDA Show, donde estaremos hablando de los hechos y mitos de la defensa personal en América. Gracias por estar con nosotros y gracias a Pangea FM y sus plataformas digitales. Conmigo se encuentra Damian Yates. How are you doing, Damian? How are you doing today?
Hey, what's going on, Tony?
Excellent, good. A lot of things to talk today. How are you doing, Damian?
I'm doing just fine, Tony.
Excellent.
Trying to make it through these crazy days.
Oh man, it's been a crazy week.
That's
and
crazy.
Hopefully we see new things than the incoming one.
Well, hopefully we see better things.
Yes, sir. And also we have Marcos Diaz with us.
Hello, how are you guys?
We are your hosts in the RDA Show. It's been a crazy week. How was your week, Marcos? Can you tell us something?
I will only said one thing. COVID-19.
Oh shit!
It's been crazy.
This is the word that nobody wants to mention, but as you see, it's a global problem. We have to obey whatever the government say right now for the benefit of everybody. And I hope that you guys been doing well at home, work, and let's keep going. So, Damian, let's start with the COVID-19. Vamos a hablar del virus este que estamos hablando todo el tiempo.
Yeah, this has to be one of the craziest things. But you know what? It falls right under the title of the show. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
For those who can see us on our live platform, here we are.
Give me a little bit.
There you go. We
All right.
disinfected everything. Oh, there you go.
Damian!
And that's homemade. His son did it.
Yes, yeah, my 10-year-old came up with the recipe and made us our own homemade hand sanitizer because the stores don't have any. People are buying it up like they're giving it away for free. They're not allowing anybody to get any. So, my son came up, hey, Dad, if you get A, B, C, and D, I can make some hand sanitizers. And here we go.
I remember he told me, Tony, my dad and I, we're going to find the ingredients to do the hand sanitizer that is not, is out of the stores. So he said, wow, I see, it's a little kid, 10 years old, but he's an entrepreneur. Man, that's America.
Hey, that's what it's about.
Right. So I love that you come with that because that's part of being prepared, knowing what you need in order to overpass this inconvenience. Hopefully, like I say when we started, that everything we start getting good news. I hear also that some vaccines has been discovered in Israel. Anybody hear about that?
I mean, you hear about a lot of stuff out here, and I mean, right now with the way this is going, you can't really take it as serious until it comes out.
But you can hear a lot of things on internet, either true or not, or probably they said this is going on, and even bat, cat, whatever, snakes, you cannot trust everything you hear.
Right.
Hopefully it's going away soon.
Yeah,
we all hope so.
Everybody hopes that thing. But like you say, if it's right that they have a vaccine, they need time to develop. And it's going to take a little bit of time, patience. So we have to be ready to put the best of ourselves in order to keep the calm, the order in our country.
Very, very well said. And let me tell you this. Lo acabas de decir, permanecer calmos. Porque ya hay videos, no sé si eran ciertos o no, gente peleándose por el papel higiénico.
No, they are
peleándose
true.
a golpes.
Yeah, those are true.
That's
people fighting for the toilet paper. That's crazy. Yes, it is.
And we don't need to get to that point.
No necesitamos estar en ese punto.
Well, it's too late for that. We're at that point. When you can go to Walmart, Target, these superstores, and they don't have it for days. I mean, that means you're to that point. There's no other way around it. People have went panic, or I guess they're feeling they're trying to be prepared, but it's gotten bad.
But listen, something that I believe that the government is doing right now is to keep the supply chain, for the supermarkets. Because I was in a place that they sell meat, they're wholesalers, and I went there because I was talking to somebody in a gun store. I was visiting my friend, and he said, "You know what? I'm driving a big truck full of supplies. We already parking and waiting for us to deliver the goods to the supermarket. They're gonna do it in, I believe there is a Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
So there's plenty of supplies on the trucks. The thing is that they have time to reload everything. And then also he say, right now is another truck that just delivered meat in another wholesaler, like I was saying.
Right.
And I went there, and at least we found meat and other stuff. Of course, everybody's buying crazy, so they fill the shelf, and it's gone right away. But that's because people don't keep the calm. So taking now a little bit more easy, it's gonna be a resupply timing to do it. Also I heard that the air shipments and everything that is supplied for food, medicine, is still working. I know that some airlines just closed for the passengers, but everything that is cargo is still working. So we have to remain and wait for what is going to be the next step.
Well, that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done because people out here don't prepare. People more on. I mean, we're more the.
Last minute act.
I cross that bridge. I cross that bridge when I get to it. And once you get to that bridge, you don't want to fall over the edge.
Well, it's true.
So I mean.
But something that we need to keep is united. I know there's a lot of divisions right now in the country. Now we also hear so many rumors on the internet. Some of them probably are true. Some others probably are false. Right now we cannot have the real answer of which ones are or which are not. But we have to start, disseminating a little bit and trying to not get in panic. At least for now. It's too early.
I'm probably opening a Pandora box right now, but as we know, there's no tissue paper in the markets, and we know bullets, guns, rounds are going down too.
Hey, man, gun industry, killing. They're making a killing. They're making a killing. Guns are selling off the shelves. Ammo is selling off the shelves.
And that's worried me because we always talk about responsible.
Yeah,
people are buying that just because. What are they thinking? That someone will come into their house, or what are they going to do?
They're buying it in a panic, and the people that are buying them are not responsible. I mean, there are people now talking about that don't even want guns, that didn't like guns. They're saying, okay, well, maybe I might need something just in case. Now they're speaking in just in case. But this is the just in case we were talking about before this came along. We carry guns just in case, to be prepared for. Not when we cross that bridge when we get to it. No, we want to be prepared before we get to that bridge. Now, people who want to cross that bridge when they get to it are in a slight panic and are worried about their well-being and protecting their family's well-being. And now they want weapons, they want guns, they want ammo, and they're the one. The crazy thing is, they're the ones that's buying all the ammo. It's not people like us that carry guns. It's not the everyday gun carriers, because we buy ammo. We have some type of ammo. It's the ones that never wanted guns, don't usually buy a gun, never had a gun. They're going into places and buying their first gun, and they're spending. I watched myself, somebody spend close to $2,000 on ammo.
Yeah, and that's part that we need to. This is the kind of thing that we need to talk so people get aware about it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Yesterday, I gave some class, concealed class for a 21 years old couple.
Right.
And yes, he I believe that he is a little bit against guns, but something that catch my attention that this guy, when I tell him, you have to take, if you want to buy a gun, you need to take the classes also. And he agreed. After the class, he said, thank you, and learned so much. What happened is many first-time owners, gun owners, are not prepared to have a gun. And right now, if they're not learning about the law, the consequences, the coming, and the responsibility that is be a gun owner, they can be more dangerous for himself and his family or her family than in being without a gun. So I encourage everybody that is having a gun for first time, be educated. First of all, I believe that it's very, very important to know the law and the consequences, when, why, where you need to use the gun. Many people don't know. It's a lot of
yeah, but right now, you're not gonna get that type of reaction. Right now, people are in a panic. So
they're out of fear.
Yeah. So right now, they're thinking they're in self-preservation mode right now.
Probably what they think is, if you just show a gun, there people will be afraid and run, which is something you see in movies.
Yeah, well, people out there, just because you got the gun doesn't mean you're safe. If you don't know how to use it, you're not safe with it. You're not responsible with it. It still doesn't help. You might get lucky, but
what I always said, sorry, and I will keep saying, we always give the concealed weapons class, and we teach everything, and I don't mean come through us. But if you're getting a class, make sure you're getting everything, not only 45 minutes, 1 hour 15, or just do this, and buy.
Yeah, we spend almost 2 or more hours just explaining the law consequences.
And if we need to use another day, we'll happily do it. It's not, we give you this, you have a paper, you go get a license. We have the moral responsibility that when you have it, we go through the whole train, and you know what are you going to do, what can you be doing, and what can you not be doing.
Yeah, that's I say in the classes, when we give classes, I always try to tell people who get certified to get their concealed, we want you to come in, and I want you to know something when you leave that you didn't know when you came in. You know, I want you to come in and say, oh man, I want to get my concealed, and you come in and you know the same amount about getting a gun or carrying a gun or the consequences of that, having that gun, as you did when you went in. So what was our purpose? Just to give a certificate?
No. You have to let people get something, grow. And not only that, because we're talking now about the concealed weapon, but it also they're gonna need to train after that in different ways.
Right.
So
well, I mean, with the concealed weapons, that's a basic pistol course. So
right.
It gives them some insight. It doesn't give you enough from once you have it, no. But it gives you some insight. The concealed weapons course we give, I can't speak for anybody else. This is a concealed weapons course we give you some type of insight outside of just saying, I'm going to be able to carry a gun.
Sí, amigos, estamos hablando de que no solamente es tener un arma por primera vez, sino educarse, conocer la ley, porque muchas veces es más peligroso tener un arma por primera vez si no sabes las consecuencias, las responsabilidades y las obligaciones que tienes como portador de un arma de fuego, que se ha visto que han comprado una cantidad enorme en los últimos días, cantidad de munición que hay en la calle, pero hay que estar preparados y hay que tener conocimiento. Les pedimos, si ustedes conocen a alguien en la audiencia, o amigos, familia, que hayan adquirido un arma en los últimos días, por primera vez, que les pidan por favor que se eduquen, que entrenen, que busquen información, que saquen la licencia para tenerla y que se enfoquen muchísimo en la ley, porque lo que puede ser algo que les puede defender ahora puede llevarlos a un problema más grave en el futuro si no lo saben usar responsablemente. Entonces les pedimos, mucha gente no lo está escuchando ahora este show, pero sabemos que quienes lo están escuchando, los muchos que lo están escuchando, también pueden servir de multiplicadores. No tienen que entrenar como nosotros, como dice mi amigo Marco, pero sí tienen que buscar con cualquier profesional que les explique y les tome el tiempo para decirles todo lo referente a lo que es el porte de arma y las consecuencias que tienen, las responsabilidades que tienen al ser propietarios de un arma. Y además, también, ya que la tienen en la casa, es importante que se comuniquen con sus familiares y les expliquen lo que están haciendo, de manera que se envuelvan también y sepan cómo reaccionar en caso de que ustedes tengan que defenderse. Creemos que tenemos que volver a la calma. Tal vez ya lo compraron, hay mucho tiempo, hay tiempo para que puedan ahora invertir un poquitico de ese tiempo, perdonen la redundancia, pero sí es importante que lo dediquen para aprender, educarse y ser responsables teniendo un arma de fuego. I was explaining a little bit in Spanish, so because I know that's I know.
No, you know me, I'm un poquito español, un poquito español, yeah.
Yeah, and who's teaching you? Your cousin, right?
Yeah,
He's 5 years old, but that little kid, man, looks like it's amazing, man. Looks like a movie star, but he say, oye, yo hablo español. Perfect Spanish, bro.
That's where I'm learning. I'm learning from a 5-year-old, y'all, of course.
And also, I just want to thank today, of course, to the CTU Federal Academy, which is sponsoring this program. But also, I'm just going to say thank you to Ecolox Tech. The CEO and founder is Morten Larsen. He was doing something very special and reminds me the spirit of America. He's being given for free hand sanitizer. He makes very ecological hand sanitizer. It's a mix between water, salt, electricity, and other stuff that he told me. I'm not an expert on that, but I'm just gonna say thank you, because that's the spirit. Instead of fighting for the toilet paper, give it to others. It's a moment that we have to unite. We have to go back to the roots that make this country amazing country, where everybody, including me, wants to live, and we want to preserve. So let's keep that spirit and start giving, no fighting in between us. It's a lot of things that we have, a lot of challenges that we keep in front of us, but we have to go little by little and work together in order to overpass.
Tony nos estaba comentando que nuestro sponsor de hoy estaba regalando hand sanitizer, que el mismo CEO Morten Larsen de Ecolox Tech, él mismo los está fabricando. Es algo amazing.
You can give the address also so people can go. The guy is amazing. The only thing you have to bring your own container. So
no tiene address.
Oh, no tiene address? Okay, if you give me a minute, I'm going to get the address, because it's for free. The guy is doing a very good job.
That's very, very noble of somebody. Especially in this time, giving away hand sanitizer, the way hand sanitizer is going off the shelves. That's beyond noble, man. We need more of that out here.
Right.
I mean, I was trying to do that with my son, but we can't even get the ingredients around. That's how crazy it is. Even the ingredients to make the homemade hand sanitizer is off the shelves.
Tony, probably ecolox.com.
Yeah, okay, go to the address, make a phone call, and then ask for the address. But it's by Little Havana. It's by the 22nd Avenue and the 1st Street. It's very close to downtown.
Les voy a dar el número de teléfono. 954-900-6070. Extensión 700. 954-900-6070. Extensión 700.
Yeah. Also, when we're talking about guns, that everybody's looking for a gun to defend themselves, there are many other stuff that we can use as a self-defense. The first one is be aware, like we always say.
Awareness is the awareness is the first self-defense. You got to understand that, because you can have 3 guns on you, and if you're not aware and let someone get to you, you can't get to that gun. You can't get to any one of them. They were no good to you. So awareness is a big part of self-defense. You have to be aware of your surroundings, aware of what may be a problem, what may not be a problem, and you have to be aware of others that would be maybe innocent bystanders when you get into a problem. You have to be aware of all that in these situations. So awareness is a big part of it.
It is. That's something that we teach, that 80% of the things that happen can be avoided if you're not on the phone, distracting, walking on to the parking lot, and don't have the keys ready for your car. Plenty of things that you do every day, but take your attention out of the whatever is surrendered you, and then that's part of the thing. Also, if you're planning to protect your house, be aware where is the stronger part of your house. Do an assessment. That's something that is more in the prevention, so you can find a secure place in your own house. Don't confront just because somebody get into your house. You have to understand that, and I don't want to get too deep right now into that.
You know what? Something just came to my mind right now when you said don't confront, and it came like movies. Mm-hmm. When you hear someone come into your house and they yell something, they say something, and they just loaded the gun, and then the guy who was coming in, they run away. That movie stuff, that's not real life stuff.
Yeah.
Probably if you pull out a gun, probably the other guy will pull out a gun who's already loaded and ready to fire, and it's the first time you are pulling one out. You're drawing the gun, you will not know what to do. Okay, be very careful with that.
And we have so many facts that have been happening. I remember when you teach Damien the example, when somebody's knocking the door, like bam, 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 banging the door, banging the windows. So at that moment, I believe that everybody's gonna feel like, insecure. Somebody's trying to get into my house. But I want you that Damien tell us what it is.
Yeah, so, I wanted to tell you that let's let Damien let us all know again about this story.
We're trying to do simultaneously in Spanish.
All right, this is a story that I use during my concealed weapons.
Esta es una historia que él usa cuando da sus clases de concealed weapon, de arma oculta.
Right, so it's during protecting your home.
Es cuando estás protegiendo tu casa.
And how I explain to people that when you're in your home,
y como le explico a la gente que cuando estás en tu casa,
and there's someone outside maybe trespassing or breaking into your property,
y cuando hay alguien afuera probablemente intentando meterse a la fuerza a tu propiedad,
the correct way to try to defend your home, whether you are allowed to use deadly force or not in that situation.
La manera correcta de cómo podrías proteger de tu casa y si es necesario usar una fuerza letal.
So the story goes as there's a man in his house about 1-2 in the morning.
So la historia va así, un hombre en su casa como a la 1:20 de la mañana.
So he starts to hear someone knocking on the windows.
So él empieza a escuchar a alguien que está golpeando las ventanas.
Banging on the door.
Está golpeando las puertas.
Knocking on different windows.
Va hacia otras ventanas y las siguen golpeando.
Banging on different door.
Va hacia otra puerta y continúan golpeando.
So he gets up, he grabs his gun. He's armed, citizen, he grabs his gun.
So él es un hombre, un ciudadano que está armado, se levanta y agarra su arma.
So as this person keeps knocking on the windows and the doors,
so como esta persona estaba golpeando las puertas y las ventanas,
he listens and he follows it.
Él le escucha y lo sigue.
So the person knocks on the window.
So la persona golpea la ventana.
And he fires a shot. Bang.
Y el hombre le dispara. Bang.
He hears no more knocking or no more banging on the doors or windows.
Y deja de escuchar, ya no hay más sonidos, no más golpean las puertas ni las ventanas.
So he walks outside with his gun.
So entonces él camina para afuera con su arma.
He sees someone laying in the dark. He walks over and wonder why somebody's trying to break in his house.
Y él ve a alguien tirado en la oscuridad en el piso y comienza a caminar hacia él viendo que si hay alguien más alrededor de la casa.
So he sees a woman outside on the floor. Woman's laid on the floor.
Entonces él ve a una mujer que está acostada en el piso,
Shot in the head.
que se le habían disparado en la cabeza.
So now he's wondering why this woman was trying to break into his house.
Y ahora él quería averiguar por qué esta mujer quería meterse a la casa.
Now he looks around and noticed this woman was just in the accident.
Y él mira alrededor y se da cuenta que esta mujer justo había estado en un accidente,
Where she was not in her right mind from the accident, and she was lost trying to knock on his doors and windows to get help.
y esta persona no estaba completamente centrada en lo que había pasado y estaba golpeando las puertas y las ventanas para intentar conseguir ayuda.
So now he just killed a woman trying to come ask him for help.
So, el hombre mató a la mujer que estaba intentando pedirle ayuda.
And part that story is how I explain to new gun carriers the responsibility of letting them know just because you hear noises outside doesn't mean start firing your gun at it.
Y esta es la historia que yo uso cuando le doy clases a las personas que recién están comprando un arma o están viniendo al mundo de las armas, que solo por tener un arma no significa que puedan disparar sin haber averiguado qué está pasando antes.
And it gets the reaction that I need every time.
And that's a real story.
Yeah.
So, once again, una vez más pedimos a las personas que tienen por primera vez un arma que hemos visto. We'll see a lot of people buying guns for first time. Please be sure that if you're gonna use this, because the only reason you're gonna use it, it doesn't matter if they're going in your car, trying to steal your car, trying to steal your TV, or whatever. Oh, the only moment or the only reason that you're gonna shoot somebody is when
Su vida está en peligro.
your life is in danger, when you have
A fear of death or great bodily harm.
that's the only thing. If you see the movies that they start shooting all over, that's not right. So
Mucho cuidado. Gente que compra armas recientemente pueden tener cierta relación a esto. Si alguien entra a la casa de alguien y ustedes ven que se están llevando un televisor, mucha gente dice, oh no, yo le disparo.
yeah, because they think that they're using the castle, the train.
Right.
So it's you have to be aware that not everything that you hear is totally right or false, but you have to be, trained.
You have to be aware. You have to understand. You have to understand where these laws apply and work for in your favor for self-defense, where they're used in the self-defense manner. Because you can think of it that it covers you when it actually doesn't, because you don't have the right understanding of that law.
Algo que siempre decimos correspondiente a esto, cuando van a la corte tienen que convencer a los 12 del jurado y los 12 tienen que decir unánimemente que no es culpable.
Yeah, because remember, whatever it happens, it's going to have the facts. So you have to present those facts, and the other part is going to present their facts. So whoever convinced the jury, you're going to be guilty
And
or not guilty.
Right.
So it's not that easy like you see on the TV and what you hear about it and the urban
Carries and they kill and
stories.
they just keep their life and
Yeah.
nothing happened and they're the hero. That's not true.
And then I believe that this program today is dedicated to those new gun owners that some of them, so many, like you said when we started, they were against guns, but now that they see that something's coming, now they start reacting and say, well, we need to protect, because protect is the self-preservation mode that we are right now, and that can make you make mistakes that you're going to pay in the future. You want to do that.
I can guarantee you right now, 80% of the guns bought, 80%, I even be generous, 70% of the guns bought in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, have been by first-time gun owners. They either had their concealed and never bought a gun before, or they have to wait those 5 days. They can't even get their gun till next week. I can guarantee you that's what's going on right now.
One more thing I want to say. All these people who bought their gun out of fear, many of them, I'm sure they don't know their family knows about it. They have a gun hiding from not only from the public, but from their own house members.
Yeah.
Some of them just get it and hide it, and it's hiding there just in case something happens. That's something that is gonna go.
Yeah. I know people do that have done that, but in this time, I think everybody is. If you have a wife and she is totally against guns and all this that's going on, I think maybe we need to get a gun, honey. I think we might need to get a gun. It might get a little crazy out here. What are we gonna do?
But that's also happened because it's a lot of rumors, and then rumors. Remember. Rumors are rumors. It means that you don't know if it's right or wrong, is they are true or false. So don't let you go and add because you hear this or that.
Right. It's the rumors, but my take on it is: look, regardless of the rumors, whatever going on, are you getting this out of fear? Or are you getting this out of being prepared? Because if you're getting it out of fear, you're going to use it out of fear. And if you use this gun out of fear, I can guarantee you it's not going to turn out good for you.
Right.
You're either going to be the victim of a crime or you're going to be the defendant of a crime. Because number one, you're not going to know the laws on when you can and cannot use deadly force in a situation. And number two, you will not be prepared to use any gun you buy if you never bought a gun, shot a gun. And in that situation, you won't know what to do with it anyways.
Right. And there's other options too, besides the guns. And today we're supposed to have a guest, but because all the dynamic of the week, is he can come over here or he cannot do the interview via phone. But it's a company that is, I think that they're doing an amazing job. It's the company is Phaser.
Yeah, Phaser.
Amazing Phaser. It's like a taser, but a Phaser.
Like a taser, but it's Phaser. But it's a much better product than Phaser from what I've seen.
Well, we were looking at it, and it looks like it's
I like that.
a lot better. But
I like it. I like it.
People have to try, and we're gonna thank him.
But I'm still not getting shot with it.
Well, you will.
Oh no.
Well, you have to know what people think. Feel. I'm sorry.
They excused you from having to be shot with it if you want to carry it. So hey, I'm going to use that one there. I'm going to pull that card, and if I don't have to be shot with it, to carry it.
But are you saying this? And I know that you're afraid to get it, but I'm talking about Phaser right now. It's because it's another alternative besides gun.
Right.
It's not lethal. It's a non-lethal gun.
It's not non-lethal. Let's make sure we make it correct for our public. It's not labeled it's labeled less lethal.
Less lethal.
Correct.
Well, it's less lethal, and then what you do is use like a stun gun, but you preserve the distance, so it gives you an opportunity to immobilize the perpetrator or whoever is putting you in danger. So it's another option. The consequences, of course, is going to be less that if you use a deadly force. And I recommend this for women and families that wants to protect, but they don't want to use a gun. So it's the first step, baby step first.
Right.
So
And it's not just an electronic device. It also pepper balls as well, right?
oh yeah, it also
Okay.
shoots pepper balls. So it's like pepper spray, but you can shoot it like 10 feet away.
Right.
So you can stop at least the attacker or whoever threat it is. Even work with dogs. So
Right.
So I thank you to Phaser also for being partial sponsor of the program. Next week, hopefully he can be here even in person or by phone, so you guys can ask questions to the owner of the company. He's a good guy. He is very motivated to help people to protect. And next week we're gonna have it here, like I say, in person or by phone. The other thing is we're gonna thank Pete, but we talked later about the guy who been the last few days training us to get the security license too, because it's important. Right now we have to understand. I just bring this, and I hope that you two guys agree with me. It's because now in this situation where everybody's worried about the virus, I don't want to say virus, but it's the COVID-19, you have to understand that besides the law enforcement, we're going to have a bunch of security guys guarding properties.
Yeah. Yes.
And they deserve respect. They deserve our cooperation. They deserve that we understand their jobs. They're exposing their life. They're sacrificing their time. Of course, you're gonna say, yeah, but they collecting money because they're working. But besides that, they are protecting the city, helping the law enforcement. They're gonna be the first eye. And many people say the first responders are the police, the medics, but sometimes that security guard is the one who's going to face the threat before the law enforcement arrive. So, sometimes the perception has to change a little bit, and you have to, be thankful for those people that are protecting any property. Because like I say at the beginning, we have to keep united. We have to keep working to each other. We have to keep working for the country. We have to keep working for everything that we built, and we have to preserve. So that's my opinion. You guys?
Easier said than done, Tony.
I know, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
our responsibility.
Let
people know.
We all supposed to have been responsible to that, but it's easier said than done. If you listen to this show and you've done security, you know you don't get no respect. They don't give you no respect as a security guard because you are, number one, a rent-a-cop.
Right, it's like, I want to be.
Or
like people
you're
say.
a rent-a-cop or a wannabe cop. They don't give you that respect out here.
But after the hours that we spend getting these licenses, we know the threat that they're facing, the legal issue that they can get. So it's not easy. And sometimes they don't even believe because they've been, so unrespected that they don't encourage themselves to be that the people understand their job and their function in the society.
Right.
So for me, thank you, Pete. I'm just gonna thank you again a little later, but I guess I'm trying to find his phone number so I can give it to. I believe that I left it at the office. I don't know if you have it, Marco, or you. I'm gonna find out.
No, you didn't give it. I didn't get it from him.
But you have by WhatsApp. I sent you when we started. I sent you their address. If you can help me up.
My phone is in the car.
I'm looking for it.
It was dying. It was dying. My phone was dying.
Yeah, well, like everybody is, we were talking about so many things during the day using the phone. That is crazy. It's crazy.
I got
You got
the
it?
security school address.
Yeah, they've been so amazing.
3224 Northwest 7th Street in Miami.
And the company name is
And looking for it.
American Consulting.
American Security Consultants.
American Security Consulting.
Yeah, those
Thank you.
good guys over there.
Right. You see a lot of experience teaching for security guards. If you guys want to join the forces as a security guys, the security forces, use call them, and they're gonna help you.
Yeah, they can help you get your D, your G, your conceal. They can help you get all those things.
And like say, it's so many people buying guns. It's not only, if everybody goes to be trained to get the concealed, know the law, it's not gonna be enough instructors to teach the new gun owners, I believe.
That's the funny thing about that. I think it is. I think it's almost 1-for-1, whether you believe it or not. Almost like 1-for-1 or 1 for every 2. Like 1 instructor for every 2 gun owners out here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Then you guys know? Let's go.
Tony, I found a phone number on the GPS. Probably this is the number 305-541-1982.
Well, it's not look for American Security Consultants.
Yes.
On the website, and they're going to be there for you guys. They're looking for a G license, D license, and want to become security guards. And it's good because those first responders, like the security guards, if you can be growing and be more professional in whatever you're doing. So, like I say, anything that you do, if you are a baker, you have to know how to bake and learn more every day. So never stop learning, no matter what you're doing. So if you're a security guard with D license, go to the next step, go to the G, and then after that, keep training, and then go to BIP, and go so until you grow and grow and grow. Never stop. That's my recommendation. What do you think about those classes?
Oh, that was amazing. It was kind of, I would say, a little bit stressful, like, because you have the questions that you have to think about, like how do you say, like when you go to college and they give you a question which is like kind of going this way and then they suddenly go that way.
Right.
Yeah. The question is kind of worded out of the context of it being simple. It's not worded as simple as the answer would be.
Right. And of course, we need to talk, now that we talked about the security, we talk about the brand new owners, we talk about the movies. What is next?
What is next? I mean, it's hard to
When you
think about what is next where it seems like everything is going in the opposite direction.
Let me pull my cards. Maybe I'll predict the future.
I'm telling you, because, man, everything is the lights are cutting off on everything. Restaurants not allowed to have you eating in. We went from 500 to 50 to 10 people to be surrounded by each other with this virus.
Yeah.
The stores are closed, the bars are closed, the clubs are closed, which is don't let me say that, but it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing, because even in the midst of them trying to find ways to control this issue, you got people still were hanging out. Like there was no seriousness to it. So it's all in good. It's all good for all these things are closing, but I mean, it's hard to think of what's next.
Yes.
Home is what's next. Home and TV.
It's really hard to think what is going to be next. But let's focus now on the present. So enjoy the family. Most of the time, we think, oh, I'm working the whole day. I don't have time to my family. Now that we have family time,
take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. You're home. Your kids are home. Take advantage of it. I know they're driving y'all crazy, but take advantage. Because I think I bought 4 cases of waters, and I bought a countless number of fruits, and they're gone. They are already gone.
Yeah, but so be prepared of that one too. How you gonna do and deal with the kids, but value those moments, because we've been living so fast without timing, so many excuses. So now is the time to join the family. I want to thank my wife, Mariana Martinez. She's an amazing girl. Right now, I'm just waiting to reunite and spend this forced vacations together. But yes,
It's all the work out in the end. It's all for something better in the end. That's all it's about.
Value that. Thanks God, because He's providing this quality time that we hope that it lasts forever. Not the vacation, but the family time, and that's what we need to take advantage right now. So go back to the roots, go back to the values, teach your kids, enjoy, and use that time to grow in home.
Right. Use that time. Use that time for in-house growth. Have dinner together. Have a family dinner at the table. You know, that's something that's kind of lost. That's lost.
Ooh, yes.
Family dinner at the table. No phones, no TV, no outside interference.
I went to a restaurant once, and I see a family of 8, and everybody was on the phone. I asked them, "Hey guys, are you everybody on the phone?" "Oh yeah, we're chatting each other." So the whole people on the table were chatting. Come on.
I have to say that in Spanish. Tony nos estaba diciendo que él fue a un restaurante donde había una familia de 8, y cuando los ve, los 8 estaban en el teléfono escribiendo mensajes, y Tony les pregunta, ¿pero qué están haciendo? Están todos al teléfono, y ellos le preguntan, sí, pero nos estamos escribiendo entre nosotros mismos.
They having a private chat. Tenían un chat privado entre ellos, conversando en la mesa, teniendo una cena, y conversaban a través del teléfono. That's kind of crazy. So we have to go back to the feeling, to the hug. Come on.
Well, we can't do those hugs, feelings right now.
Yeah, in your house, yeah.
Not right now, Tony.
No, with everybody, but with your family, yeah, you can do it.
You're going to get a fist bump in the elbow right now. Or a head nod and a hello. Hey, how you doing?
No, you're not going to do that with your kids. Come on. I'm talking about in your family. Without healthy
house.
People, inside house.
Okay.
You have to hug your wife, your kids, and everybody.
All right, inside house.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
The inside house might get a pass. I don't know. I don't know. Because it's funny. It's funny because, I was with my son, and we were standing outside talking, and this car passed by. But the car was giving off a lot of smoke. So I'm sitting up there, and I started coughing.
Oh, wow.
So my son looks at me, and he says, "Dad, are you all right?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" "Oh, yeah, I'm all right." I'm like, "Why you say that?" He say, Cause you're coughing, and right now it's not a good time to just be coughing all the time.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, it's down to the kids with the coughing and the touching. Yeah, they're saying the same things we're thinking. Yeah, I mean, he said it's not a good time to be coughing right now. I'm just checking to see if you're okay. I hope you don't need to have that virus.
Oh. Yeah, and that's your only song.
Yeah, but it was hilarious for him to say that. I mean,
and that kid is amazing too, man. I really enjoy every time that he go to the office, because he's a very smart kid. He's
yes.
Wow, he's an entrepreneur, as we start saying. He started doing the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, he's starting his hand sanitizer business.
And he got probably his first customer. Hopefully he can make it
from
Phaser. Yeah, the guy say, "Oh, let's put a Phaser brand," and yes, let's do it. So it's amazing. And let me try. Let me try a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me show it to them, the ones that are seeing on the cameras.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Amazing. Well, but the thing, yep. Face
Yeah, DJ, this is your hand sanitizer we're using right here.
Yeah, give it the credit.
Got to give him his credit, because otherwise I'm going to hear about it when he sees the show.
Right. So DJ brand.
The DJ brand, yes, it is.
Also, now that we're talking about hand sanitizer, there are so many things that you can do yourselves to keep everything clean in your house. Don't forget to every day put the clothing in the water like they recommend. Use precautions. Don't get panic. Don't get paranoid. But just be precautions. Follow every single recommendation. If you can do it, do it. Because it's for your own good and for the good for everybody.
Let me say something because I just saw it again. My friend Neil Berman always said, you have to wash your hands, but you have to scrub your hands with the soap for 20 seconds. Because sometimes you're always in a hurry. But you put a little bit of soap, just scrub and rinse and you go.
Right.
Right now, do the 20 seconds. It's better be safe than be worried.
Right. We are, we have 9
minutes.
No, we have 4 minutes.
Oh,
to
yeah,
close
we
the
have
show.
4 minutes.
So we're going to say thank you to Pangea FM, all his digital platforms that, is promoting this show. We would like you guys to subscribe to our Instagram, which is the RDA Show in Instagram. We have
and the RDA Show on Facebook.
And I believe that we don't have the Twitter yet, but we're going to. So be pending, because we also do different kind of trainings, not only with guns. We have different things that's going to be valuable for your life. Thank you to CTU Federal Academy.
And CTU Shooters, at CTU Shooters
and
on Instagram.
And CTU Security, which is provide us with some cool equipment. So that's great. Thank you. Thank you also. We already said the PIT company, the American Security Consultants.
American Security Consultants, yes.
One more time, thank you to Mr. I don't have my glasses.
Morten Larsen.
I hope that you've been looking at us. If not, doesn't matter. Thank you for the bottles and bottles that you give us.
Just to
with
say
hand
one more
sanitizer.
time, it's Ecolox Tech.
They do everything ecological. They don't use chemicals on this one, so it's amazing. Ecolox Tech. Well, thank you. Anything else for closing?
Yeah, don't forget to see us next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. We will hopefully, if we might have a guest, we might not.
Well, I hope that they don't get scared. They can come.
Let's just all be safe.
That's right. Let's all be safe and let's all be responsible defense gun carriers.
For closing, don't forget to be educated. You guys, the new gun owners, ustedes los que tienen por primera vez armas, por favor, edúquense, infórmense, para que sean portadores de armas responsables. Eso va a marcar una gran diferencia en su vida. Y van a ver cómo tienen una nueva perspectiva y valoran más lo que es ser un portador de armas responsable. Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros. Thank you everybody for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you and stay responsible. See you next week.
Ok, muchísimas gracias. Again.